Welcome back to Imperator Rome. This is episode 3 of Tarentum, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see on the map, well, bigger countries are starting to rise, and we don't mean countries like Phrygia, which they have lost considerably over the Levant front, thanks to Ptolemaic Egypt. But Macedon is on a rise as it's growing southward towards areas like Athens, and eventually they'll meet the Spartans again, as they did once, long time ago in the days of Alexander the Great, in which, obviously, we're long past that. It is 289 BC, for those of you that want to know the precise date rather than 465 years after the founding of Rome. Speaking of which, Rome is starting to get bigger and bigger. They hold 59 territories, as they are still considered a regional power, but don't have as much territories as Macedon, or like the major power in the Carthaginian Empire, or Carthaginian Republic, or just simply Carthage, whichever way you want to call it, or how you define empire to you people. And as a reminder, one more time, I will do the series on Massalia as you people voted on it. And Massalia is still with us in this playthrough, as they are currently allies with two of the Gallic tribes, which is something I would never do in my playthrough, honestly. I would rather expand in these areas. But that's for a story of another time. But it'll come very soon as the Menander update comes out. Unless it has already by the time you are watching this. Well, now let's get back to the front at hand. Yes, I said front because we are at war. It's the Roman-Samnite War. The Samnite War has started again. But we're on the side of Rome here, and their two vassals, two feudatories. We are against Samnium, our former ally, Lucania, Bruttia, and Senones, not sure how do you pronounce that one. So we're against mainly Italic tribes. We know the Samnites have struck first, as they are advancing to the Roman countryside. And already one of their allies have looted some of the cities, as you can see why there's fire going on. But now they're besieging Rome, which has a level 1 fortress. It's not a city-state, but it's politically significant. Let's look at a province view of Rome and Latium itself. Again, 96% Italic, mostly Roman. Almost everybody's Hellenic, with a small number of Jewish people there. And there's a few Italiotians that live there, which is our people. And speaking of our people, we Italiotians, though we are small in number, but we are convinced, since the last episode, that we are the chosen people of Zeus. I'm sure some of you are thinking, like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, in case you didn't see the last episode, there was this event where we sighted a comet. That was when we were at war against this other Italic tribe, which no longer exists. I believe it was Mississippian. Yeah. Like, we saw a comet that flew over this area, and it landed in Callipolis. Despite the name, there's no polis there. City. So we found this Rock of Ages, which it's here. Here it is. So our people believe they've been chosen by the divine, as proven by sending the fiery message from the heavens. So we are very happy that we are Hellenic, and our morale of armies are up, because we felt like it is our destiny to unite the Italiote people all over Magna Graecia, even as far as up there. And in this course of the war, we're going to go south. Our real goal for this war, we'll have to take down this fortress first. So we'll make gains here. But more importantly, we have to take this city of Troy and another in Croton. Well, we may have to take out Bruttia entirely. So again, we stirred a populace, which is unfortunately our last year for a big manpower recovery speed. But we still have our national manpower because of our Hellenic vengeance. National manpower slide down because the civic faction's been working on something for about 3 more years. Had an unfair trial. Our temples are open, so our Roman power isn't at the best. And we are blessed by the gods. Tech investments, which honestly is something I should have done in these episodes in the past. Oh, provincial investment. Sorry, I didn't think much. But nonetheless, it's kind of expensive now because our country's got bigger and the economy's improved. And now we have a manpower, which we got a big boost in manpower thanks to Epirus, which we've helped them out. Yes, this area, why is it in flames? Because just recently, this was rebel territory. Because our old friend Epirus has had, well, a civil war, which has been quelled now. And we helped them out. And due to our friendship together, so we helped him, he's helped us back. So now, it's time to take our navy to get our troops, our 10,000 strong troops, even though the morale isn't up right now. So we will land in Taurus just to be safe until our troops are up and ready. Retake this territory, take this fort, and go south. And we're probably going to keep going south as a way of getting away from Roman expansion, despite the fact that we are allies with them. And sooner or later, maybe after this war, we'll likely make a mercenary alliance. And then we'll have to do this path, where we got to make some renovations. So, obviously this episode's going to be about this conflict, and then we'll start working more eternally. And then we'll form the Italiote League. It's a lot to work on, but don't activate this yet. Focus on the war now. Let's set full sail. We're going home. And watch out for pirates. The theater's been built and an academy will soon be built. And after that, the training camp will be built. And then, should we have enough money, then we'll build one more building in the city. And then we'll have that piece of that mission to be completed. There's a low food supply in Lucania. But to be fair, this is the only territory that is part of Lucania. Well, provincial, if we want all of Lucania to help out this area and all the others, we have to capture all this area, but that's a bit unlikely. I mean, they got one fort, another, and another, and then another. There's a lot of them to take on. And there comes Bruttia. They're all clan retinues. Don't move out yet. We don't have a full morale yet. How many lower cohorts? 3 so far. Do not move. Let them go where they want to go. Drink that. It's that time of the year. Oh yeah, we still have that guy as prisoner. Oh, he's one of the Epirite rebels. Well, send them all on. What other prisoners do we have here? Oh, quite a few of them. They're all Italiote League. I'm just looking. I'm not going to actually imprison them. Even though our tyranny is a bit low, so I might as well do that anyway. Because little tyranny is good tyranny. Too much tyranny is not good tyranny. What the hell are you saying? I think we might just sell them all simply for the sake of it. Sure, the people may not like me, but it helps with the population simulation speed go a little faster. Just do it. Plus, we may have to spend it on one more building. I mean, obviously, once the academy is built, the next in line, training camp. What's another thing we can build here? I mean, obviously, this manpower thing is rather important to us, so I think we should build up a forum that's for the local freeman desired ratio. Then that's it. Give it a couple of months' time, if not a year, then the city will be fully functional with all these buildings. And we'll be getting some food soon, as we will march over there, reclaim this one territory, then take down this fort, which will be the gateway to this area, which we cannot go there yet. Patience is virtual. Menedus has been becoming increasingly restless of late. He believes that the statue is deserving of a key role in our government. He has approached our Senate, insisting that we bestow such a role upon him. Indeed, given his prominence, perhaps we should consider this carefully. Oh, he's the military party leader. Plus, you know, he's a sailor, so you gotta give him what he wants. You'll get your office, Menedus. By the way, Menedus, let me look at you. I didn't get a good look at your statistics. You're not good at anything. Well, think of somewhere that is probably less convincing. Well, we can make you the new Diodocus. Even though you'll be slightly better than the last guy. Which, by the way, he's the one that's talked about the Rock of Ages. That comment that landed the Calipolis, convinced that we are Zeus's chosen people. That sort of thing. So you got your office. So he's the senior priest of and the Republic's chief interpreter of the will of the gods to That's what that role is. That's something I need to tell you. Like, what the hell is all this? In case somebody doesn't know Greek, for you viewers that are not familiar with this game. Test not that, eh? Or I'll figure out the Greek pronunciations as well. Anyways, this is the Republic's chief magistrate, responsible over the state census, public morality, and clearing of blockages in Senate courts. Critanus is manages the Republic's economy and the conduct of foreign and domestic trade. It's just more than the North reference law, thing that rights of common folk. Stability, please. More stability is good stability. And the strategos, which I'm familiar with that word because of Crusader Kings 2, this office oversees the quality of the Republic's military by managing their training, logistics, and discipline. So therefore, there's more discipline here. Which, I'm sure there's better ones out there. I'm not saying we're going to replace them. You all belong to a prominent family. And you are the friend of the general. Oh yeah, the Macedonian guy we brought in which we're never going to employ him because we already have our best general. And speaking of our general, how's he doing? Is he healthy? Ah, he's doing alright. He's all healthy. Okay. We're gonna replace him with a Macedonian, but first... Oh, no. If I remove him from that job, then he's gonna be, family's gonna be scorned. And by the way, I belong to that family. So we gotta loophole this. Oh yeah, we'll replace them with the Macedonian. And their scorned family. So, we gotta move somebody from that, and I was thinking one of the researchers. Where's the kid? Where's the kid? Oh yeah. Kick this fellow out. Oh yeah, this will do. There you go. Work the way around it. And with the new Strategos in, we should have more discipline if this goes. As long as he doesn't do anything stupid or old age gets to him. I mean, he's 70 years old. He's the former Silver Shield. Territory liberated. Don't go over there yet. And the elections coming up. Terminis from the Mercantile faction. I would honestly rather have the general run the country, but I guess it'll be his turn after this term. You know, this man is kindly, cruel, corrupt, depressed. He's got good martial compared to myself. That means more manpower during the course of this conflict. Don't worry, you'll be running for office soon enough. Although he's currently spending his money sponsoring games at the same time as leading his troops. Hey, we're friends. Murder! We were just talking about him, and I was hoping he has ambitions to run for office, and now he's been murdered. I saw his rivals. I only caught a glimpse of two of them. We've been informed that Epirus Zagreid was found brutally murdered in his home. By his home, since we're in the war, maybe his tent is his home. The investigators reported that a mace was used in the crime, a device known to be favored by Pericon. Yeah, that's the name I saw. However, we have no hard evidence to link him to the crime. Come on, 1 month before election day, and then... I need to get my popularity back. Let all know that we consider him guilty. You've murdered our best general. I ought to imprison you for this. Pericon. Here. Although we do have a chance, but that course costs tyranny. If you want to, bring this man to trial for whatever reason. Although he's not my rival, but I think it's kind of too late to hold grudges, because soon we'll be having another man running the country. Not to mention he's the researcher. Military. Well, crap. What about the Silver Shield guy? The man I just gave him the office of Strategos. I mean, he's our second best. He's half and half on loyalty, but he doesn't have any that gives good effects to the troops. Okay. You're dismissed. Fortunately, it's going to be you. We're letting the Macedonian run the army. Maybe you can learn something from him. Maybe we'll be inspired by Macedonian problems. Oh, and by the way, as the general dies, and their loyalty dies with them. Anyways, wait for the morale to be full, then we'll begin the siege. We'll be holding our ground for now. Let's just go a little so morale's full. The highlight of year's game was Magna, a skilled wrestling event. During a brawl, Grenades of Opus scored a grievous blow against Taridas of Sparta, rendering him senseless nearly full day. Overall, the victor was declared to be Samnites of Itria, first-time winner. Also, we have a new man who runs the country now. Commerce will be up. Diplomatic reputation is up too. Country is still stable, but we have this little character. No risk of civil war. It's just the head of the family. I don't move him as rival. It's safe that way. Two heads of the family. Gee. Let's see. Maybe I ought to give him this. This will keep him quiet. I don't think it's a good idea to be building up royalties behind this man. How much money do I have? Oh, gee, 52. I need to sign for funds. I need to pick up some money. So I can try to befriend the Macedonians. Since we're in war right now, more discipline is needed. Food is stuff. Now, wait for morale to go all the way up, and then we'll begin the siege. Okay, one more month. First thing in December. Alright, Menendez setting his new role well. While he's of the belief that he was only befitting a man of his stature, he decided to show his gratitude by offering a small donation to the state. Oh, that ain't small and all. That's a large donation to me, since I'm a sucker for cash. Wish I could convert the state treasury to my personal treasury and the other way, so on and so forth. But then again, that wouldn't be fair to the game. Or you can go. Begin the siege. I'm sure after the expansion into this region, we're probably going to spend the money to increase the size of the army. The Romans are making a comeback, but we must not delay. We got to get this area, get down to far as south as Croton. Really wounded. Wounded in battle, we assume? Oh, hell. Unclear which side will win. And they got heavy cavalry. And they got a better general because our old one got murdered. Phalanx is our best tactic as far as effectiveness is concerned. Our heavy infantry can defeat the cavalry, but I don't know. I think the new cohorts idea may be a good idea after all. I always imagine having at least 4 heavy infantry in an ideal army. But since, due to our heritage, that we have light cavalry morale more. Just have one more just before. And these armies that we're facing are infantry intensive. Some of them cavalry. I don't think it hurts more to bring a few archers. Ideally 3 more. And they will all be coming in a matter of a month, and the heavy infantry will come a little later. It's ouch time, fellas. And I'll bring one more benefit. But this is just hopefully our discipline can defeat them. We'll empower the military faction just to add more discipline. Let's just hope our discipline can defeat their combined armies. You know, we'll be badly outnumbered. Oh, we'll see what is going to happen. No advantage, disadvantage, as I pick up. The best general. He's an ambitious man. That's the reason. I'm gonna get pummeled here. We're defeating more of these cohorts. Pirate lair. Yeah, I've known about that pirate lair. It's come to our attention that a pirate lair sprung up in Hydros. Where? Oh, over there. Yes. That's where they live. The local merchants and traders clamoring us to root out these pirates so that their trade ships continue to sail along the shores unmolested. In invite to the Hero of Music comes as my Archon. I have a cunning plan. Let me see. Just or shrewd. Oh, what is it? I'm gonna get shrewd, I'm gonna get less popular, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for. Our archers are getting defeated. We're badly outnumbered here. Get out of here. I told them to retreat right now. This is our first real loss of this battle, but we'll be coming back with full force next time. They're gaining on us. Yeah, our ragtag forces of 3s isn't gonna do much. Actually, retreat all the way here. Safer that way. At least you got a good experience now. Reinforcements retreat fast, so we have to reorganize here. Yeah, it almost looks like saying, come on, just bring it. But in actuality, it's like, come on, man, get together. We must reinforce faster. Because we may not get another... Listen, we can always get more weapons, but we cannot get enough men. Especially all the manpower that Epirus have gifted us. But it does have the armor morale recovery faster. Long before I've done this, recording of this playthrough, I've never, whoa. He's disloyal. Well, I ought to bribe him with something. So there. Now the army is back under our control. Anyways, what I was trying to say is, long before I've done a recording of this series, I've never done unit reorganization because, well, we never lost a major battle before, like that one back there. One more time. In fact, stop right now. Fort's gonna fall. We'll be on the move. Fort may fall unexpectedly. This time we're coming back strong. We have experienced soldiers and new recruits. This one will likely win. Knowing their tactics, they're probably sticking with bottleneck, and we'll stick with phalanx. This time, our superior numbers make a difference. And we save the fort. We're coming back with a vengeance. Ravage the countryside. No. Go this way because I realized I didn't notice the Romans are getting closer. And we need to get down there. Remember our goal. This fort, and the road to Croton. The Italiote League must be formed. And look, the Romans are already here. And don't worry about this piece of territory. Let it increase the war exhaustion, because it increases the military experience due to the said war exhaustion. A breach. The wall's been breached, so that means it's far easier to assault, which we can do that, but it'll be very costly in manpower, and it's never, ever a good idea to assault. But just for cost, lowering the cost, reduce the fleet maintenance. We're not using ships anytime soon. We forgot to dismiss this man from the post. But having a disloyal navy wouldn't be a bad idea. If he's not going to be around to use it. After this war, I'm going to have to recruit a far better general. If only Epirus was with us. Right, we took this fort. That means these areas will, well, not exactly. Okay, this here, and here will be under our control. So head to the city. It'll soon be ours. And I'm sure far in the future we must create a second army. Embrace piracy. Having decided to work with the pirates, Tarentum has sent envoys to their captain and established diplomatic relations. The pirates have shown interest in our overtures of cooperation. They claim they will be willing to work with us in exchange for our protection. The question remains, however, as to how we prefer to make best the use of the pirates' skill. We will designate all of Tarentum a safe haven for pirates, and in return they will protect our trade, while forcibly diverting our neighbors' trade ships to our ports, or they will share their expertise with our experienced shipwrights and sailors. 5 years. We're not a navy intensive, because I don't think we're a big enough country where I would really care more about the navy. So they will kindly extend an invitation to the passing trade ships to stop in our ports, so more population growth and more commerce. Whatever is good for the economy, and I'm for it. Keep that Macedonian in check. Once I'm done getting all that money, I'll be sure to befriend him. We cannot advance to Croton, but remember, we needed one more city for any Italiotian territory. We can't go over there either, so we have no choice but to get over that. A trade in flux. Our trade agreement with Rome has yielded splendid return on investment. Along with the flow of wealth between our two states, the movement of people is accelerating. Our city of Epirus, which is the little one up there that's surrounded by Roman territory, it has been blessed with a wave of fresh migrants who believe that they stand a better chance of building their lives in Tarentum. Who are we to deny them? They will find no fortune here. So, yeah, that's going to hurt our relations with Romans, so we took 2 of their slaves, as they now live there. Anyways. Oh yes, the Italiote renovations is finished. So it's a check mark now. It's a city. The dominant culture is of a Hellenic group, Italiotian. Dominant religion is Hellenic. Has at least 20 population. No free building slots. At least 40 civilization value. The ratio of slave population is less than 33. Ratio of tribes less than 33. And a reward we'll be getting is an Italiotian citizen appears here, as well as a freeman there. Taurus will be an Italiote hub for the next 20 years, attracting more migrants and primary cultural happiness, and we'll get 1 free province investment. Oh, yes. As in all Italiote cities, the heady days of our grandfathers were long forgotten after turmoil and the rise of Italic barbarians. With our new initiative, we have at last restored our city to greatness. As far as it could be expected, attracted new settlers to the earth. Taras will be the jewel of Magna Graecia. So, oh, we got good money, so spend it. In these turbulent times, we are in need of a strong unifying idea to gather our resources and efforts behind as a means of survival. The Italiote colony has seen a mixing of many ideas, both native and local, and there will be no shortage of arguments in the coming days. Specialization is a route to perfection. So I will commence sparking debates, despite the fact that I am not really a popular guy. Even the army is, even though he's a foreigner, hope they'll come to understand. We have one free France investment, so I may have to go for this one typically. Because more trade means more commerce, so we'll be enticing business investments. So mind you, the output of this province will be reduced for 2 years during the course of the war. Best to take advantage of it now. Can't meet them. If they go retake this city, they're going to be paid dearly with our military might. Oh, this one cohort that's retreating is going to find us, and we're going to get them. A lot of food in our reserve. Now they're going back north, probably to fight those guys up there. Whispered traditions, newfound enthusiasm. A great debate has been sparked, with all sides arguing the future of the nation relies on a different path. Our city is known, and quite rightfully, for the skirmishing cavalry tactics we pioneered, which have been adopted across the Hellenic world. Some point to our heritage as colonists of Sparta, and encourage the adaptation of rigorous training techniques and military perfection. We do have a lot of cavalry, but let me see. Pythagorean focus. That's underwhelming. Naval focus, as I said before, we're not naval intensive. Not yet, at least. We should return to our roots. Remember, Taurus was founded by Spartan colonists, and this military that we've been building, some would say it's kind of Spartan-like, but along with the cavalry, which we have upheld our traditions for that. But not to mention, let me see the cohorts. Pretty heavy infantry. Because of the surplus of the iron capital and the technology, so that's more heavy infantry discipline. So we should return to our roots. So Tarentum is a Spartan colony. So that's +5 discipline and +5 heavy infantry morale. We look to our Spartan ancestors, and we shall fight like Spartans. So yes, back in those days, the Spartans fight like heroes. But for us, it should be heroes fight like Spartans. Even though we have a Macedonian general. So there you have it. As stated before. And thanks to the military faction empowered. But the discipline and the training of Spartan soldiers are unmatched. We must make every man the best he can be. The wisdom and traditions of our mother city will guide us to victory. Yet the option exists because Sparta as an independent country still exists. We looked up to them for inspiration. But the only difference between the two of us is that we have, yeah, in fact, we basically kind of adopted the Spartan heritage as well. And they're not too fond of having too much national slaves, but we don't have many slaves either. Continue. We got a prisoner. I'll just leave him. Don't increase further tyranny. You know what that Macedonian man's gonna be like. I gotta continue kissing him. We could hold a triumph, which will make him more loyal, but it'll be less stable. He's got a loyal cohort. Just one. I'm unfazed by it. Oh, up there. That just scared me a little. Get ready to get some more money in my pockets. And then I'll try to befriend a Macedonian for the rest of the term. An intriguing offer. It's the Macedonian, Archebius. Remember his name. So he has addressed the Senate recently, denouncing the poor performance of the Heralamos, a key member of our government. Furthermore, the upstart claims so that he would be a better candidate for the role. After the address, he reinforced his argument and offered a sizable bribe. You want to be the strategos? Well, you were the strategos briefly, but... And plus, you got a loyal cohort. Just in case, let me have a look, if there's anyone better. That's me! Damn. Damn, damn, damn. You got me, Silver Shield. But remember, Spartan discipline will help us win battles. Something that a Macedonian will never understand. So, fine. You'll get your position. Wait a minute, did it really change? No, it didn't. Well, you're still leading the army because I say so. But I took the money. Metropolitan relations. So, Sparta exists as an independent country, yes. May gain an alliance or receive a gift from our colonial metropolis. We still look up to Sparta. Has to be a metropolis, just like that. I'll spend little, because why not? Colonial affection. The original founders of our city are said to have come mainly from Sparta. In these trying times, if it suggests that we try to use these ancient connections to our advantage, our envoys are ready to depart on their long journey to Greece. Dispatch the envoy. Wish we had someone like you in our army, but I believe you're currently at war. Yes, you are. A minor war, which you are about to win. Well, that's actually Macedonian, but we know what you mean. We'll hear from them in a moment. Yeah, we'll make way to take this city too, then to Croton. Do it before Rome finishes the Samnites off. Son of the war's ended, but our goal still stands. Epirus, you are coming. What? By the way, what's the status of your economy is fine? We're friends, you've got your cohorts and your ships. It'll take a while for you to get here, but we know they are beaten. Samnium has no army, which we could easily finish them off if we wanted it to. So consider this as a continuation of hostilities. But that would be a breaking of truce. This is what happens when you get ahead of yourself. How long is the truce gonna last? 5 years. Very well. 5 years it is. Return home. Okay, we got rid of military acts. Oh, speaking of that. Romans liked us, despite the fact we enslaved your migrants. Well, let's just continue these warm relations that we have. So that means with this treaty, they cannot go further south. Hopefully that leaves me. Now, anyways, our envoys have returned from Sparta with the news of their response to our supplications. They happily report that Sparta enthusiastically ascended, sending a gift of silver and even agreeing to an alliance. What's more, settlers are hearing our plight to come find new lives in Italia. Sparta and Tarentum. Yes. Well, despite the war, now we have we could spend on a military tradition. This one will go for heavy infantry morale to start off with. A Sarissa. Phalangites armed with a buckler and a spear known as a Sarissa made a core of the late Greek phalanx. The superior range of the Sarissa made getting close to the formation particularly a deadly risk. So most definitely our heavy infantry fights just as, if not more better than our cavalry. But hey, at least this will buy us time to recover our manpower. Unless these sons of break a truce or something, if they've done something stupid. But in the meantime, the cultural assimilation of the region will continue. The reason morale went down is because of armies exiled. Now, where does your ambition take you? Now you're basically going to be finishing off what's left of the Etruscans. Carthage ain't going to support them because they're in the middle of war with the native Sardinian people. We'll accept, but I will not participate. These are not my pirates. We cannot form the Italiote League until we get this first, but I'm waiting for one more territory gained, then we'll do this and then that. And we'll go further on down. Yeah, population isn't growing too fast. Not to mention in this region entirely, this entire province of Tarentum, there's a lot more Italiotes, which we're slowly but surely trying to make them become Italiotians. We should spend money on that. And there's a theater here. There's no theater there, so spending on that. But that is a different matter. So you already got your theater. What this? Another training camp, just for more manpower. Since we're manpower intensive. You are intensive at a lot of things. Yes, we have too many relations, but should be alright. And lower the fort maintenance. Unless somebody comes here, which is unlikely. Can't break no truce. But, they've dug themselves a grave. Remember the date. August of 471. At least we can relax. This is just to increase the range wherever we're going to get a trade good from. But we're still making this investment, which will get us another import route. So, now it's the head of the religious faction. What's the... It says, without a trace of this sickly grandmother's vestige, he politely offers support of the portion of the religious faction, in turn only a minor tithe, which would surely be distributed to the poor. That'll do. By the way. Civic faction... Oh yeah, you haven't been re-elected in a long time, and who are you assassinating? The wife of the Populist Party leader. See if it happens. Watch. Targeted by... Nope. No murder. Try again next time. Why am I thinking of this idea as a way of loophole? Because, you know, the Italiotian city that we're trying to get, and this one is Italiotian. Ruler is Italiotian. Knowing that they have suffered much in that previous war. So, in theoretical, we will be going to war. Perhaps we should fabricate a claim on this area. I needed one more territory, that's all I want. So yeah, here's a way to screw them over. And of course, there's these damn pirates. And make sure that man is still loyal. He's got 2 loyal cohorts. When you reward him, veterans, it's going to be up to 4. So save it. Don't want to befriend him yet. I'll probably hold the games once I'm done siphoning the funds. Now it's just going to be a quiet period for us, while meanwhile we're plotting. Hey look, Sparta. Our friend. Oh, fine. This man. Which he's got a very high zeal, so I'll get you your job. Oh, damn. Well, you're from the same family. There, you got what you wanted. Now give me the money. We're probably gonna have to start using mercenaries in the near future. If we got a better income. You forgot about these 2 cities. Just a minute. You want faster population assimilation? I mean, we know there's plenty of them in this province. We'll get free money soon enough. From the guy I gave him the job to. The Hellenization of this region is very slow. What can we import? Intriguing. elephants from Carthage. Just hypothetical. How much does it cost to buy an elephant? 26, and it takes more than a gold to maintain them. But we can at least afford 2 elephants to be added to this army. And as you can see, the damage it could do. It devastate the archers, chariots, heavy and light infantry. But if they go up against cavalry, not so much, so that's probably going to be the elephant's weakness. And no maneuverability. And a lot of food consumption because of its handler and the damn animal we have to feed. Rather than us humans and horses. Have the elephants while you can. They're a limited time before Carthage pulls them out and says, hey, we need our elephants. I think we may have to introduce them to our army. Halfway there, so it'll be September of next year. That's when we'll start the war for this area, and that means we'll be fighting them again. Then, there we go. Thus completing our goal. And we get our money. And look at you. Disloyal again. But, again, no risk of civil war, so you're just going to sit there and be whiny. Even if you have a holding, it don't mean much. Whereas the Admiral, that's the other disloyal one. Well, not too disloyal yet. He's the guy who runs the Navy. Let me see supply limit. Actually, you can see that on the map. Supply map mode. Well, to be fair, the army's using it. And once we get in there, we'll be taking casualties. So I guess we'll probably, well, create a separate army. Just only consist of elephants. Which is to back up the main army. So, yeah. Great idea. But don't assign a general yet. Give me 2. That's the only thing I can afford. And it's going to take years to get them. Alright. We'll invest in technology again. Another one for the capital import. Nothing to trade with, unfortunately. So just save up a bit of money. And then we'll get more tax. And then we shall be ready. Of course, hostilities will soon begin, and those elephants aren't going to be at the ready. Raise a bit of money, and there's nothing to get. Well, there's vegetables, but we already have a surplus of them. No point. They're about to achieve their goal. Samnium is building a fortification. Let's see, what do you want? You want to start the war? this year, or wait until August next year? Well, August next year, Rome's gonna... Exporting olives. Good for the treasury and economy. It's that time of the year again. Oh yeah, you're free from prison. Not to mention you may be an Epirite, but you are an Olympian athlete. So you're going over there again. We're not sending away our... Despite the fact he's a grand old man of the army. Metrodomus. Younger and loyal. Okay. Get him out of here. We'll bring in somebody who's just as skilled and more loyal. So Metrodomus, he'll be good at enslaving, despite the fact that he's a corrupt man with a lot of finesse. And a lot of charisma, too. Once he gets up to the age of 35, he'll be eligible for an election. So there. Loyalties are gone, because Macedonian's not here anymore. He'll be back, but he ain't gonna be happy. If that man wins the Olympics representing our nation, rather than representing what was left of Alexander's empire, that'd be amazing. Get to your position. Already they're looking up to him. Oh, he's very charismatic. He used to be our, you know, I know he's going to be re-elected for the first time since forever, but he's become blunt as of recent. But the reason why he has a high score is probably has to do with his prominence, popularity, or charisma, but then again, I put him there. He's the one that also attacked. Still nothing good. But we're trying to get elephants as fast as we can before Carthage pulls out of the deal. And we're about to start another war. So here's what we know. They have a 9 general. So going to war against them, of course it will go through the Senate. But more possible defenders. So that means they could join. We could finally finish them off and take our piece of the land. Perhaps a big gain. Probably the biggest gain we'll have. That'll be a hell of an idea. We may have to bring friends for this. Let's do it. Call Epirus and Sparta over here. I don't want to bring Rome over because I believe they're probably going to go for something else, and I don't want them to steal all the glory that I will soon be having. Because I want that city-state. That goes to get to them. We got to get through them first. Which will have revenge against the Lucanians to avenge our defeat. So they will become enemy war leader. Good. Epirus and Sparta have joined, which they can come later. We can call Rome, but we don't want Rome in our affairs anymore. Not at this time. So we got a new young general, which he will earn his keep. We'll have our elephants, but they will not intervene in this war until we go into areas that have a higher supply limit. So after we take down this fortress, then the elephants will come in to join the army to support them in future battles. So hell yes, we're likely to win. We are a stronger army, we are much motivated. Live fix concluded. Don't see the Macedonian winning that one. So it was him, the Thracian, that won the thing. And we have a new ruler now. But the only disloyal character is the man who's head of the family and likely the next Archon, which, like hell. Is there a better candidate? Oh, there's him. He's only a researcher. Not enough charisma, though. That'll be a problem. The former Archon. There you go. It makes me want to get him to be a rival, and then I'll try to assassinate him. Because that man, though he's fine, but he is a terrible person. Damn that force march. We'll have to force march too, if we want to catch him. We've got you surrounded. We have a higher discipline than you do. Took out the entire Lucanian army. And we imprisoned a general who's very, very well skilled. If he didn't have the dysentery, of course. But then again, he's an ambitious man. And he would be very valuable to sell him as a slave. But I believe we got enough tyranny, and we have a disloyal army. After all the things I've done for you, to bribe him for that. Keep your eye on him. Need some money though. You're going this way, and that's final. We have to knock down this fort, knock down the other, then shut him this way. Shoot, 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 shoot. I was about to say, get in this ship. You know, just to be safe from that army that may be coming here to take the elephants. Get away from there. Go to the other port. Even though this is where the pirates live. And yes, Samnium and Bruttia have joined. We're going to destroy their army too. Took a wrong tactic dealing with his, but we have superior numbers. Now start the siege and stay there. This is going to be our chance to finally retake all the Italiote cities. Rome is quiet for now. He hasn't broken the truce yet if he wants to finish them off. Bountiful olives. Our men in Montepotion woke up to find large, massive olives unlike any ever seen before. The local priest declared a blessing of Athena. Some say it's even a show of reverence to the rest of the world. Our argument suggests building a small shrine to celebrate the goddess and thanks for gifts it's given to us. Let's just be thankful for our blessing. Better Roman power means more discipline to us for our current blessing we are receiving. Okay, just making sure. Casino to Ford maintenance. Epirus is here, but no sign from Sparta. All help is welcome, as long as I get what I wanted. Samnites finally rebuilt their first legion. Don't even think about it. We're gonna come over there and destroy you. You just wait till we bring the elephants to the front. You're next, too. Perhaps they are coming with their combined armies. Yes? No? Maybe? Too late for any more considerations. Epirus is here. We'll defeat this army, then there's a breach. Will Epirus take care of them, or am I going to do it myself? Well, our morale was fully recovering because we were on the move here. But we took very little casualties. Hello, Epirus, old friend. Friend to the country. So now we must go over there. We'll be bringing the elephants to the front very soon. Hold on. Also that we can go over there. Oh, we have to go the long way around. We don't need to. But then it gets a city-state, so their fort level is higher, so stick with the siege. Maybe Epirus can get it for us. Move out, elephants. Oh, and take that area while you're at it. I don't think it's enough, but I believe that's infantry to handle, isn't it? No, we can get it. Oh, be careful. Get ready to force march as soon as their movement's locked. Move out, all of you. The elephants will come a little later as we start the battle. The elephants are here. Merging. Hold on. Stability increased. Epirus is down here, taking the capital if they can. Hey, save it for us, because I want those areas. Rome is attacking Samnium, just as I suspected. They could take Samnium, but they're not going to get the rest down here. Although they might. Knowing that it's a race at some point. Now, Leia is not involved in the Roman matter. Nothing new to report. But our treasury is okay. We still have income. It has fallen to Epirite control. This area is not traditionally Italiote. We got it. Next, the city-state. The target. They've switched it to me. Thank you, Epirus. Thank you, Epirus. Just be glad that you aren't taking severe losses as much as we does. White peace imminent, but the war score is still contested. Still no risk of civil war as it's 14%. Status quo. Damn it! We're not there yet. They can have this bit, but this is all mine. They will go no further south than that. We never desired for Samnium. Keep it up like that and they're going to starve each other. It has fallen. Samnium has fallen. It's only a matter of time before they sign a treaty, then bye-bye Samnium. We won't get the rest of the province of Lucania, though. May have to endorse a candidate for the first time. I have that man right there. Give him seats. He ain't gonna like it, but whatever I could do to help on this future election. I don't typically do that. You can only do that once, right? No, you can do more. There, it's enough. One is enough. Wall's been breached. Who should I side with, as there's a disagreement between the two? Who's more loyal between the two? I'll side with Perdiccas. Or just tell him to stop bickering, you two. And we still have fine loyalty, so I'll just pick this one. All gains to Tarentum, so they're gonna get Croton for us. Status quo, they're holding on. Livestock. That's just for food. We don't need food, we need something. Something good. Oh yeah, this man was supposed to give him Archon. He's no longer depressed. Again, he's badly skilled. But, this is the best we can do. We got our war goal. Now let's go kick these guys out of here. Just drive them out. He's on a force march again. This way you go. We got them all, and we got the man. I probably want to recruit him. Once this war is over, I'm gonna release him. He's very good at it. At least we found a man. What a job. Rome took Croton from us. They took Samnium, but they took... Bastards! I never approved of this. They were such... Taking out everybody, that's not us. One more city, then that's at the end of the war. I fear that we may have hostilities with Rome in the future, knowing that we've grown so much together, while they have the superior forces and the manpower compared to us. With less manpower, but we have a higher discipline and morale. So, complete victory. All of this will be under our control. Most of Lucania and Calabria, Apulia, yes. All this belongs to us now. Not only the Italic tribesmen live there, but also, more importantly, Italiotians are now back with us. We're back together as one, for the most part, except for the southern tip. But unfortunately, Croton, unfortunately, we could not save you. Another Italic menace got you. But nonetheless, we are a regional power now. Rather, pass judgment on important families. I mean, these are our people. But as for the Bruttians, imprison their leaders and let the rest disappear. And I think we'll lower that expansion. Now, the great families of Italia. So, several important families for having held sway in Italia. Whilst we have consigned the lesser men and women of this fallen nation to their fate, we must decide carefully upon how do we treat their elite. You know, all their families. As I look at their skills and traits of all of them here. Again, they live here now, even though they lose their children because they disappear in obscurity due to conquered country. I think he'll be fine. Offer sanctuary to him, so he and his kin will move. So that means we'll accept 2 characters. And a family was an important family, and they'll be considered minor characters here. As for the other, I mean, I saw another pretty good one with martial and charisma. Dumb but loyal, that's what I want in a man. But he's ambitious, so be careful. So I don't know if I want him. But I think he's probably too disloyal to have him around, so get rid of them both. Have the rest crucified. So, we are now a regional power since we hold more than 25 territories. We can threaten war and we can have another alliance. That means, our relation with Sparta is that's +3. More capital import routes, integration speed, monthly political influence, further increase in diplomatic range, and lower the increased threshold for civil war and rebellions. We hold 29 territories to be exact, while Rome is still a regional power like we are. They're not exactly a major power yet. Now the question is, these fortifications, where do they go? So I'm thinking we should take this down. These two are for keeps. Take that down. Probably keep this one as another obstacle, but they could easily walk through there. So zone control. Okay, there's zone of control. Zone of control. Just looking at what matters. Where can we build another fortification? I would keep that here. So that's 3 forts bordering Rome territory. This does not to be there. That's mainly empty land. We have to do something about Croton, though. They took down their fort, which is fine by me. Because I don't think they plan on really fortifying the place. So if I was to build another fort, just build one here, so that's a good choke point. So the zone of control could be including those two, if hostilities were to start with them. And of course there's Syracuse, and this tributary of Syracuse. Syracuse could be a new problem to us if we were to unite the rest of Magna Graecia. Well, then again, Carthage has a bone to pick with Syracuse. They'll be willing to... They're not willing to allow us, because too many relations, obviously, and we're a competing power. So consider Carthage as hostile. But more importantly, we were able to unite the Italiotians of Alea and Solderoi. So, we're not going to end the episode just yet. So, the Greek cities in Italy have never been able to grow the native populations to support the armies that's found in Greece. Instead, a lively trade in mercenary contracts exist, with many Italic fighters pledging the services for glory and booty. We need every man we can get, so we'll commence securing mercenary contracts. What does Rome think of us now? Yes, they have a cash spell on us, but if they want to, they could dissolve this alliance. And the only other power that can match Rome's power is Macedon. Macedon is friends of Sparta. They're okay with us, despite our aggressive expansion recently. So, Tarentine fortunes are rising. Over time, our republic has achieved both greater wealth and power. Traditionally, we relied on the ability, valor, and dignity of our ancient and honorable families, but with rising fortune, there's also an ample opportunity for new men of quality to rise beyond their birthright. Context will certainly help aspiring to join the elites. There are certainly some families that the parties in the Senate would like us to favor. If we support a candidate endorsed by the parties, it is just certain that this will upset the current balance of power in the Senate. Among those that aspire to greatness, there is also Antisthenes and Taurus, a man who has achieved great power without the support of the parties, and who would jump at his opportunity to prove himself. Let me see. You're all scum, and you know it. But you, since you are the chief magistrate, Perdiccas, you will have a new prominent family. So as head of the new family, he will take on a number of minor characters as his clients, and will gain support from the Mercantile faction. And that'll be him. He's already got 2 children. Yeah, there's too much of us here. Agatha, it's a new family. Supposed to hold 2 jobs, but they hold 5. That would be on the tech side of things, right? Give him this. Now we can import 2 more things. Now that we have a greater range of trade, as you can see the lines. What else can we import? Too bad we can't import more elephants for war elephant discipline. Let me see. We're just shopping here. I'm thinking stone, which we can get them from Carthage. So, screw it. Import 2 stones. Not to mention the surplus capital will reduce the build cost of the stuff that we're building here. So that'll have our local defenses strong. A lot of prisoners taken by Epirus and Rome. So this will be an uneasy peace between the two, knowing one day they will fight against us. Let's continue. Let's continue. That's 10. 10. Who's... Oh. Not currently exporting. 15. Just keep looking, don't sell them all. 14. Just only for the more valuable ones. Anything above 9. 10. I'll go as far as 10. No more than that. For tyranny. That's it. Eager reserve. While securing contracts, we were approached by a grizzled Italic veteran called Tullus, who's pledged services to Tarentum directly, only too eager to fight once more. They will win glory from us and themselves, so this man joins our court. Whew, he's a hell of a guy. But he's a brave man, so his loyalty will be in question, but the troops will like him more. I don't know about him, but I'll keep that in mind. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I've promised in that 3rd episode that we were supposed to form the Italiote League, and by golly, we will do it, even though it will take us half a year to do so. So, Italiote subjects will be annexed. If they exist, the city-states may join our league voluntarily, and will gain claims on all the cities. Hope builds. There was once an Italiote League at practice rather than on paper. City-states who aided each other and acted in common sense. With our rising influence, our Conde Damas believes it's time this league became the core of our identity, embracing all Italiotes as fellow citizens. We're all brothers. So we will undergo a name change. We will soon no longer be Tarentum. And we're going way fast on the manpower gains. I mean, after all, we took cities. Italiote cities, more important. More freemen means more manpower. This has a forum. This has a training camp. This has a library. Argos sacked the temple. Oh, you bastards. If Sparta were to ask us for help, I'll be glad to come over there and... Yeah. With this great gain, I think we should have 2 more elephants. 4 is ideal number for elephants, but I may want to start creating a second army. I wonder what's Rome thinking right now. If he ever dissolves this alliance, then... Ladies and gentlemen, it is a new dawn. We have succeeded in establishing the Italiote League, though in a far more unified version has ever existed. With this step, we lay claim to the leadership of all Italiote Greeks, and thus all Magna Graecia. We will unite all. So we have gained claims of all the cities, but obviously there are no Italiote city-states submitted to our leadership because they're conquered by us or by Rome. So here's a different color, as you can see from here. Italiote League, and this is our flag for now. So, we have liberated them. So we have played a key role in expanding the power of the Hellenic colonies of Magna Graecia to the point where they need to no longer fear the domination of barbarians. Italiotes across Magna Graecia rejoice at knowing they are free at last. Greeks do not bow down to barbarians. Faster aggressive expansion decay. That's good. I guess we could form a Magna Hellas, Magna Graecia, so forget the Italiote League. Let's be Magna Graecia. Demodamus, who was the first archon of this playthrough, who originally held a city-state. So, at least one of the following are true down there, as you can see. Yes, we do. So, Taurus is an emergent capital. More population growth, more civilization, and freeman happiness. And we get 4 free private investments. Excellent. Change the different flag and color. We have at last staked the claim to the leadership of all Magna Graecia, having united most of its cities under our leadership. Already our leader, Archon Demodamus, is being called Armagarios, the Assembler, for uniting the squabbling cities of Magna Graecia. With a united purpose, the Italian cities can finally contend with the novel threats of the age by pooling their resources. Greater than Greece, which is largely under Macedon control. So more citizen population, state, culture, and religion, and more freemen. And let's finish this episode, Greek Italia. Even though it is split off from us, but there are no non-Hellenic countries in the mainland region of Magna Graecia, or there are subjects of Hellenic countries, like us. Yes, Rome has it all, so that's the deal we made. Magna Graecia and Rome. So our ancestors fought with the native inhabitants of Italia and came out on top. If we are to ensure Magna Graecia remains Greek, we must bring our lands under Hellenic influence. Magna Hellas for all Hellenes. That's one would think, right? Let's finish with this. We have accomplished the impossible. Well, not really. driving out Italic governments out of southern Italia and securing all of Magna Graecia, Magna under Greek rule, we must ensure that Italy remains Greek for our children and for our children's children. Greater Greece indeed. And that is the completion of this mission. And with my final message, our small city has succeeded, spurred on those years ago by inspirational words of a few patriots to become the leading power of Magna Graecia and the uniter of the Italiotes. Perhaps this is only a beginning. Who knows what lies ahead for such a strong and wildly people? Now it is the time. And that time, ladies and gentlemen, has run out for us. So we hope you enjoyed this pretty eventful third episode where we had a bit of a speed bump on the road of unification. And we have done it. And this is our flag, which is basically wheat stalk, what it looks like. But nonetheless, as we continue to build our strength, our economy, maybe Rome could be against our enemy, or it'll remain as a great ally. But until then, we'll look southwards, and maybe we'll take on Syracuse, and maybe them, and have Sicily under our control to unite the rest of Magna Graecia. And Carthage may look on with interest. If they dare attack us, then Rome will help us out. And so will Epirus, and our motherland Sparta. Do not forget your ancestors. So, we hope you enjoyed this episode. But until next time, till then, so long for now.